So let's start with some mindfulness. Let's get us in the mood, prepare body and mind for half hour's meditation. Our motivation for doing this meditation is to generate bodhicitta. And we have been building upon a strong foundation, which makes our practice very profound and meaningful. So over the last few weeks, we have been remembering or recognizing that all sentient beings have been our mothers. And having recognized that incredible thought, remembering the obvious kindness that mothers perform for us, that have for us such love, they just want to give so much to us. And naturally, more than a Mother's Day card every year, we want to genuinely repay them. So last week, we considered the shortcomings of self-cherishing and the benefits of cherishing others. And this series of thoughts, remembering and recognizing and wishing to repay, takes us further and further away from the self-cherishing that prevents us from generating genuine love and compassion for other sentient beings. And this week, we focus on taking and giving, or giving and taking, the Tonglen. Such a profound practice that it was kept secret for a long time, because most people would think you were mad engaging in such a practice. So we literally breathe in and visualize the suffering of others. And then we give love, genuine love, wanting others to be happy. And this further develops the thought of abandoning self-cherishing and the egotistic I. So there's your motivation to dwell on for a few minutes. So we start by visualizing those that it is easy for us to generate compassion for. Friends and family, those who are suffering that you know of. And it is no great effort to generate from your heart this sense of really wishing you could take it from them. Take it upon yourself. You really don't want them to suffer. And in doing this, to explain, it's common to breathe in through the right nostril, this dark, black, dense fog. Bring it close to one's face. Imagine it to be all of their suffering. But then as it enters your nostrils, it transforms into like a laser beam, which comes down to your heart, where the big black rock of self-cherishing sits, blocking you from your Buddha nature. And it starts to break it, crack it, open it up. And then, as the light is released from your heart, from your left nostril, you breathe out all this light in the nature of your Buddha self, and it goes towards these loved ones and gives them everything they wish for. And that process of breathing in and breathing out, taking and giving, gradually diminishes their suffering, gradually breaks up the rock and releases more light. And we're going to do this in 3 rounds, first with those we love, and you'll practice. And then I will mention those we don't like, and then strangers. And strangers really could include many beings or all beings from the other realms of existence. So that's our process. Take it easy, focus on different aspects, get the feeling that even if you're not visualizing, it's happening. Use your hands if you wish, or if you prefer, just breathe in and out through both nostrils. So in your own time, take and give to those you love. And gradually we reach a point where we're taking the last leftovers of suffering, subtle ignorance, and giving so much joy and love and happiness, giving them everything they wish for, including Dharma understanding. And at some point, as you breathe out and then you breathe in, you're just taking in the dissolving, visualized light forms into your heart and replacing them with beings you have problems with, strained relationships perhaps, or world figures that you cannot help but dislike. Assemble them and carry on the practice. And their suffering can be their sheer ignorance from not knowing how to achieve happiness, having huge obstacles to Dharma, not understanding karma, believing in a solid self, which leads them to be unkind, cruel even. And all the time you're egotistical, self-centered, putting yourself before others, self-cherishing mind, symbolized by this black rock. It's getting weaker and weaker. And it is easier to give love and easier to take on their suffering. And actually quite blissful. Again, reach a point where you've taken on all their suffering and given such love, such happiness. And when they are completely made of light, without a second thought, you dissolve them on an intake of breath into your heart and replace them with all the other beings or any other beings or strangers or a particular realm wherever you want to focus your attention. Maybe strangers in a particular place of trouble. And continue with the practice. And visualize that at your heart, that thunderbolt or that laser beam has very little more to do as you gradually destroy the self-cherishing, egotistical I that has stubbornly and mistakenly blocked you from this incredible experience of bliss. when you put others before yourself. The self-cherishing of one's body, one's possessions, one's life, all is nothing compared to making others happy and freeing them from suffering. So start to complete the cycle. Feeling your light, your Buddha light, your Buddha nature just freed, completely blissful. And these strangers completely happy as you dissolve them into light and bring them close to you as you have brought your enemies and your beloved ones, all the same, all in your heart, filling you with bliss and joy. Just contemplate this verses of Shantideva. May the teachings, which are the sole medicine for suffering and the origin of every joy, be materially supported and honoured and abide for a very long time, for as long as space endures, and for as long as living beings remain. Until then, may I too abide to dispel the misery of the world. Most Venerable Guru, please bless all sentient beings to enjoy happiness, all their suffering and defilements ripening within me, and may all my happiness and virtues be given away to them. And due to these merits, may I quickly attain Buddhahood and lead all sentient beings, without exception, into that enlightened state. Thank you so much.